Hello students, good morning. I'm your educator Dolce and today we are going to start our second chapter from the chemistry, that is acid, base and salts. So first of all you must be familiar with that what the acids are and what the bases are and what are salts. So in today's lecture we will do only about the acids. As you know, the acids are generally the sour in taste. Sour means the taste is a kind of khatta, that is the curd, the apple, the oranges, the tamarind, that is imli. So in this way, number of fruits you eat and number of food products that you eat that have some type of sour content in them, those kind of food items are considered to have the acidic content. But generally the word that is common to all the acid, it is that all of the acids contain H ions. H means hydrogen. So if you observe any kind of acid, means any kind of, generally acids are of two types. First one are said to be the organic acids and second one are said to be the mineral acids. If the acid is organic or the acid is mineral, in both the cases, all the acids carry the H. For example, here, this is HCl, here it is H2SO4 and this one is HNO3. All three are mineral acids because they are derived from some kind of inorganic source, means they are not harvested from any kind of living creature. They are or they can be synthesized in the laboratory and all they have H in them. Okay, so next the second type of acids are organic acids. So what organic acids are? So the acids that are found in plants, in animals, like the fruits, like the acids which are present in the curd, like acetic acid, that is sirka, vinegar. All these kind of acids are said to be the organic, and similarly also these acids also carry the H. For example, this one is the example of CH3COOH, that is acetic acid, and here the presence of H that is lost by the acid represents its tendency that it is an acid. So the examples of organic acids are, and these are really important from your question point of view: lactic acid, that is present in curd; oxalic acid, it is present in tomatoes; tartaric acid, that is present in tamarind. Next one is citric acid, present in lemons and oranges; ascorbic acid, present in amla and guava. Next one is acetic acid, present in vinegar; malic acid is present in apple. Actually, the concentration of malic acid is quite less in the ripened apples. It is in unripe apples. Next is the formic acid. You must be very familiar with the ant sting. That sting which leads to swelling in your body is due to an acid, that is formic acid. So what we have done till we define acids, what the acidic substances are, and the types of acid, that are organic and mineral acids. Organic are those which are harvested from plants and animals, means from living creatures, and the mineral acids are those which can never be harvested from living creatures but can be synthesized in the laboratory. Okay, so next we are going to move on the strength of the acids. So based on strength, the acids are of two types. First are said to be the strong acids and second one are said to be the weak acid. Whenever you use the word strong, it means higher the strength, stronger the compound is said to be, and lesser the strength, weaker the compound will be. Hence, the strong acids are those which are highly corrosive in nature, means the acids which cause skin burns, which are very strong in action, and they have highest tendency to lose their H positive ions. So as you know, the things that you can eat, they do not harm you a lot. In this way, most of the organic acids are weak in nature. They are not strong. But the acids which can be synthesized in laboratory, that are inorganic acids or the mineral acids, are strong in action. So the highly corrosive acids that cause severe burns on coming in contact with your skin are said to be the strong acids. And the examples of the strong acids are sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acids, nitric acid, and other one. So the problem with these kind of acids is that you cannot touch these kind of acids. If you touch, they cause burn. So definitely they are stored in some kind of strong glass bottles so that you can avoid any kind of burns from them. Next are the weak acids that are not too strong, that are not too corrosive. So the acids that you can eat are considered to be the weak acids. Every kind of the mineral, but only few of the any kind of organic, but only few of the mineral acids are considered to be weak acids. Next we should move to the tendency based on the concentration of the acids. So based on amount of water present in acids, so acids are of two types. First one are said to be the concentrated and second one are said to be the dilute. So if an acid contains lesser amount of water, means the high content of acid is present, they are said to be the concentrated. While the acids which have lower content of acid in comparison with water, means they have quite high content of water, large quantity of water, that are said to be the dilute solution. So as you know, you can dilute the acid by adding water to that solution, but keep this in mind, it is very necessary that you should not add water into the acid, because if you add water into the acid, it will a kind of explosion will occur and the acid will move to your body and it will be very dangerous to you. So always add acid to water, that is lesser harmful or can be used for dilution of the acid. Next are the properties of acid. As I told you, the acids are sour in taste as they can carry H positive ion, so they will be soluble in water and they can be, as you know, both the acids and bases, they have tendency to affect the litmus paper. So the acids, they turn blue litmus into red. Acids are corrosive in nature. They cause severe burns on your body. And most important thing that we will done later, that acids react with metal and form the salts. Acids can also react with the salts like the carbonates and form other kind of salts and many more. But you have to do only the upper four one, that they are sour in taste, they are soluble in water, they can turn blue litmus into red, they are corrosive in nature, and they have tendency to react with any kind of metal. Next we have to move for the uses of acids. According to your interest, you can use any kind of two acids that you are interested in and write down the applications of that. So first one is the sulfuric acid, that is used in industries and in fertilizers and many other compounds in laboratory production. Next, HCl is used for the household cleaning and for the processing of steel. Other than this, acetic acid is used for the preservation of food, okay, and citric acids are used for preservation of foods, and curd is very beneficial for your diet content. It is very necessary diet content. That's all about the acids. So read this content and complete the notebooks as soon as possible. Thank you.